everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks again for popping by. Today I am going to do the Mum Life Raw tag. I was tagged by the lovely Joanne Guy, and if you don't already follow her, then I will pop the link in the description box below for her YouTube channel, so go over and check her out and give her a subscribe. Yes, she's tagged me in this Mum Life Raw, so I thought I would do it, and it's just basically 10 questions really about your day and about being a mum, things that you struggle with, things that you may find a bit easy. So I've got the 10 questions here. I'll just check them on my phone, and yeah, I'll try and give you the most honest answer that I can. So here we go. Question number 1. In one word, describe your day as a mum today. Tiring. That is all I have to say, is just tiring. That's most days as well, not just today. The one perfect word that sums up the majority of most of my days is tiring. Question number 2. What is the most challenging part of connecting with other mums? I struggle a bit with going out. It's not as easy when you've got 3 very young children to just sort of head out and go somewhere, or go to a soft play, or I tend to just go to our local park, and that's really about as far as I go when I'm on my own. If I've got Dan at home, or if my mum's here, or my mother-in-law, or whoever, I tend to go out and do a little bit more. But it's a bit more tricky when you're on your own and you've got obviously pretty much a newborn baby, a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and they just want to do different things. They want to run in opposite directions, and I'm on my own, so I'm like completely torn. So I struggle connecting with other mums. It's mainly me. I'm quite socially awkward as well, believe it or not. I struggle a bit. I kind of just sort of wait in the background until I'm spoken to, and then I'll speak. I find it difficult to start a conversation and yeah, bring the conversation to the surface. So that is one thing that I do struggle with when it comes to connecting with other mums. It's just me being silly really, I guess, but it's quite hard to snap out of it really. Okay, question number 3. Share one horrible poo moment that you have had with your child. Oh gosh, I have had many poo disasters, as you can imagine, with all 3 of them. I will insert a picture up here somewhere around here of one that I had the other day, and there are no words to describe it. You just need to see the picture, and then that is that. There was one time when I was running a bath, and I was in the bathroom with Nico, and my husband was in the boys' bedroom with Lorenzo. Now I think my husband ran downstairs to check the dinner or something like that, and I was manning the bath and Lorenzo went really quiet, and then all of a sudden he came running into me, and he went, "Oh no, oh no." His hands were out like this, and he had poo on his hands, he had poo in his hair, poo on his face. There was literally poo everywhere. So he'd obviously curled one out in his bedroom on the floor. He rubbed it into the carpet with his foot, so he almost like trod on it, thinking, what on earth is this? I'll smush it into the carpet. And then so he had it on his feet, and obviously as he walked from his bedroom into the bathroom, it was then like a footprint all the way to the bathroom. I just didn't know where to start, and I'd already run the bath, so I was like, right, you're going in the bath. And then I called my husband, so he came up and he dealt with the monstrosity that was in the bedroom. So yeah, it was pretty horrendous. And then another time, Nico, he was really quiet. He tends to, if he needs a poo, he will just run off and go really quiet. And it was in the summer, I think, yeah, because he didn't have a nappy on. So we didn't think anything of it. He went into the kitchen and curled one out on the kitchen floor. That was it. There was just like a little turd on the kitchen floor. Of all the places as well, like the most hygienic place where all your food is, everything, and he just took a turd on the kitchen floor. Brilliant. So number 4, how do you deal with public meltdowns? I don't go out. No, I'm joking, I do. If any of my children have a meltdown, I just try and stay calm. I know it's quite tough at times because you feel like the whole world is staring at you. They're probably not. People probably do glare, but I mean, kids are going to have meltdowns, aren't they? They're going to tantrum, they're going to cry and scream. If they're not happy with something, that's just their way of telling us that they're not happy. So I try not to get flustered. I take a deep breath and I just deal with it quietly. And if nothing is calming them down, then I will just have to ignore it, get on with what I'm doing, and then just go. I do find it tough sometimes when other people are staring, because I think, oh my god, people are staring at us, what am I going to do? They're going to think I'm a bad mum for ignoring it, yeah, and then that gets you all flustered. But you know, kids are kids at the end of the day. They're going to scream. It is what it is. And we do have daily meltdowns in our house as well, so yeah, that's fun. So question number 5, honestly share how much screen time your child has per day. 24 hours? No. We do have the telly on in the background as noise. Usually if I come down, I'll put the music channel on, just so there's something in the background. We don't actually have a radio or anything like that. So yeah, just for something in the background, we'll have music on. I'll just put MTV on or something, or the box or whatever. And usually then if I need to do something, or I like sorting the bags out, ready to go out for the day or whatever, I tend to put a program on that they like Cartoonito or baby TV, because they love baby TV still, just to sort of make sure that they're sat in front of the telly, just so I know that they're not running riot and causing trouble and smashing things and beating each other up. So yeah, we do tend to have the telly on a lot, but to be fair, if they ask for something, they'll watch it for all of 5 minutes and then they'll go off and do something else. So they don't actually sit and watch a whole film, or they don't sit down in front of the telly the whole day. But yeah, I'm going to put my hands up and say that the TV's on pretty much all day, because if you don't know already, then I have 3 children in 3 years, so life is pretty hectic. So if I need to keep them contained and I need them to sit down while I drink a hot cup of tea, then I'm going to put the telly on. Sorry. Question number, where are we? 6. What is your easy go-to dinner that you cook every week? For the kids, it will probably be chicken nuggets, chips and veg. It's just easy, and I know that they eat it. My eldest especially is so fussy. He is just into beige food. So I do find it really hard. Like if I make a spag bowl, Nico will eat it, but then Lorenzo will turn his nose up and then he doesn't eat anything. So I do find it hard sometimes, because they both like different things and I refuse to cook like 3 different meals. Obviously my husband gets home late, so we tend to eat late, which is annoying because I would love for us to all eat together. And I could easily sit down and eat with the boys, but it's my decision to eat with my husband, because that is the only thing that we get to do together these days. So yeah, I tend to cook, just bung it in the oven, chicken nuggets and chips. Kids are happy, they've been fed. So yeah, that is my go-to dinner every week. What was the best part of your day today? I absolutely love it when all 3 boys just run around and laugh together. Obviously Marco doesn't run around, but the boys today, what they did this evening before they went to bed, they took all the cushions off the sofa and were laying them on the floor. So my husband got Marco, our youngest, and just laid him on there. And both the older 2, they were just sort of leaning over him and kissing him and touching him and tickling him, and it was just the cutest thing. They just giggled together, and yeah, so that has to have been the best part of my day. Also, it's just before bedtime as well, so that probably, actually bedtime is the best part of the day. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? Yeah, it is lovely. I love it when they all play together and just acknowledge each other, because it's just, it warms my heart. It's lovely. So question number 8. Did you struggle today, and if so, why? I struggle most days, if I'm honest. I don't struggle like all day, but there are parts of the day where I think, oh my god, this is just so hard. My 3-year-old isn't a great talker. He's quite lazy. He doesn't, I think being first child and all that, just doesn't ever really want to talk. And obviously our middle is too young to hold a full conversation. So when my eldest is going at me and my middle one's going at me and I'm trying to feed the baby, I just find it all gets a little bit too much. So I end up just having to say like, right boys, just leave me alone for a minute. Just let me gather my thoughts. Let me just have some quiet time and just leave me alone. That sounds awful. I'm not a bad mum, I promise. So question number 9. What is your secret guilty pleasure to reward you after a hard mum day? Hollyoaks. Always Hollyoaks. I'm obsessed, I'm addicted. I used to watch it years and years and years ago, and then I stopped watching it for ages, and before I had Lorenzo, when I was working, I was a carer. I looked after disabled children, the elderly, adults, pretty much everyone. And one of the young ladies that I used to support was poorly one day, and she said, do you mind if we stay in and just watch Hollyoaks? And I was thinking, no, of course not, I don't mind that at all. So she stuck on Hollyoaks, and from that moment I was just hooked, and I've watched it every single night since. And if I haven't watched it that night, it will be in record, so I'll watch it like the following night, so I'll always catch up. And actually now I do like to watch other people's YouTube videos as well, so yeah, just to get a bit of inspiration and just to watch all the lovely mums and how they cope. It makes me feel a lot better about myself as well, because a lot of them that I watch are very honest, and yeah, I absolutely love them. Question number, where are we? Oh, 10. What is something that you would like to share with other mothers, something that's not really talked about in motherhood? That's really hard, because recently I feel like a lot more things are being spoken about. When I first had Lorenzo, like, no one really spoke about anything, and you know, a lot of the mums that I knew, everything was perfect, everything was la-di-da. I just find it hard that some people how do I put this? I find it hard that some people aren't honest, that aren't honest with themselves and aren't honest with others. I just wish people would talk a lot more about their struggles, about you know, if they've had a bad day. I just think as mums, sometimes it can be quite competitive. I tend to not surround myself with those people as much, because it really gets me down. So I'm really not a competitive person at all. In fact, that actually really bugs me. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I've kind of gone off the question a little bit here. It's quite tough, because what is something that you would like to share with other mothers, something that's not really talked about in motherhood? Yeah, I don't know, I just wish people were more honest. I don't really know if that makes sense or that answers the question. But yeah, I just wish people would be more open about their daily struggles as being a mum, because obviously it is the most amazing thing in the world, but it is also the hardest thing, the most emotional, tiring, exhausting, draining, fun, literally all the emotions you could think of all rolled into one. But yet to other people it's just all perfect and they never have a bad day. And yeah, so I just wish people would be more open and honest about their daily struggles as being a mum. So that is the end of my questions. Thank you, Joanne, for tagging me. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and I will tag a couple of you other lovely mummies along the way. So yes, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up again with you guys soon. Bye.